Friday, students at Shoemaker Elementary School got to see Sheltered Reality perform for them in the school gym. Executive Director Steve Slosher said the group loves to perform for school.
We have always, first of all, brought this message behind the music to every kind of audience. So we do schools and churches and youth groups and fairs and all the things that where entertainment is. But schools are our favorite to come to because it's, first of all, a large number of kids at once that get to hear this message of cool is doing good for another person. And then inevitably there's somebody in the audience that needs that reinforcement for himself or herself. So we love to know that what we do is changing everybody and reminding them, and then changing the world one person at a time who needs that reinforcement.
The group has an important message.
We've always talked about how do you help change the world through helping someone succeed at something. So the first part of the message is taking something you love to do and teaching or sharing it with someone else, helping them to take a chance to truly try this new thing out. Second part of the message is always reinforcing that if we're going to help each other, we have to remember it takes hard work. You have to encourage each other through those mistakes and obstacles to never give up. And then the third part of the message always focuses on the topic we're after. And 8 years solid now of anti-bullying messages in school. Why do you not hurt someone just because they're different or just because they don't do things the way you do? We always remind people at the end of the day, you are who you are, and you need to know that you can own that and be legit, be true to yourself. So message is always how to succeed, change the world, make a difference, and truly reminding people cool is doing good for somebody else.
Several Shoemaker students and teachers were called upon to play the drums in front of their peers.
20 years, that's been my favorite part of people seeing us for the first time, is they never expect us to bring so many people down to do this with us and then to watch them succeed right in front of them. Now, granted, we don't make them do the super hard songs. That would be, something you work your way up to. But I've always believed that seeing another person you know succeed at something encourages you more than anything else. So when a fourth grader sees his or her best friend up there doing something for the first time and succeeding at it, they will think, oh, can I do that? Much like my story about Elizabeth. That's why she came to that first practice, because she saw her teacher go up there, pick up a drumstick, and play right along with us for the first time in her life. And Elizabeth thought, if she can do it, I can do it.
The group has been performing for 20 years. Slosher said he is glad the group is still making an impact.
After 20 years, I still love that bring them up from the audience and seeing the person with all the self-doubt in the world at the end of the song go, I did it. That's never gotten tiresome. We're nearing our 4,500th show, and that still has never gotten tiresome for me. But that story I shared about the girl in South Dakota dropping me that long email about herself with a lot of personal details I left out, and how much what I said about Elizabeth and our own group told that girl, hey, there's hope for me out there. I don't need to commit suicide as my solution to all of this negativity. If this other girl fought through it and never give up, so I can do the same. I've had countless of those messages over the years, and nothing makes me more awestruck about God putting this in our life in the first place to go out and take a drum lesson, as simple as it is, and change lives with us. Nothing makes me more awestruck than knowing that 20 years later it's still working its magic.
Reporting in Grand Island, Nebraska, I'm Zach Mayhew.